Hello, chemistry crew. It's Kara Lenorovitz, and welcome to our 17th and final installment of our weekly learning plan for chemistry. We are right at the finish line here. So let's take a look at a couple of housekeeping things. As you know, most of these are going to be repeats. A couple of updates here, though. I do want to let you know that this coming Thursday, the 27th, I will be in our Zoom room, and I will be available for you as a drop-in session. So we won't have a formal class meeting, but if you'd like to stop by to say hello or to ask questions or just to check in about anything before the close of the year, know that that time and space will be available for our chemistry class. Office hours will happen at the same time that they have as well. So from 8:30 to 10:30 on Tuesday morning, 1 to 3 on Wednesday afternoon. Feel free to sign up using the Canvas calendar, and I'm happy to check in with you about anything you'd like to check in with then. And in terms of upcoming stuff, there's not a lot that's in the future for us. But there's some important stuff that you need to take care of as we're closing out the year. So at this point, you should have submitted all eligible work for modules 5, 6, and 7. So I'm anticipating that that work is in and done at this point. You do need to make sure that if you have any remaining work from module 8, that you submit that this week and that you make sure you complete your segment 2 exam before the end of May 28th. So make sure you're being mindful of those deadlines so that you can end us with a strong finish as possible. If we take a look at what that looks like in terms of weeks that are left, we are really in our final week here. So this is Monday the 24th. Your final exam, your segment 2 exam, will become available to you on Monday the 24th, and you will have access to it all the way through Friday the 28th. Again, that's the deadline for both your exam, and it's also the deadline for any Module 8 work. So let's take a look at this week. Again, really we're narrowed down to the last couple of things. So there are 4 potential jobs, 3 of which are required here. So the first one that comes up is your segment 2 exam. It will be a 2-part exam, much like the segment 1 exam. So you may choose to take those 2 segments in the same day with a break in between. You may choose to take them on 2 separate days. That is absolutely up to you. So make sure you set it up so that it works best for your schedule. Second priority is to make sure you're caught up on any missing or late work. This is your last opportunity to get that work turned in. And then the third required job, which I'm really hoping that you will take a few minutes to do, is to complete a short course evaluation survey. Every year I become stronger as a teacher because of feedback and input from students just like you. So I would really love to know what worked well for you this segment, what things could have been done better. If there are aspects of other online courses that you had this year that you think would be great ideas for me to incorporate in the future, I'd love to know about those things. Please know that your course evaluation and feedback that you give will not be reviewed by me until after your grades are closed. So if you have great things to say, I'd love to hear them. If you have constructive criticism about how things could be better, I'd love to hear your honest opinions about that as well so that I can continue to improve. So thank you in advance for sharing your input. And then the fourth thing, of course, is the optional drop-in. This Thursday, I will be available in our Zoom room. Hold that space open for you for any questions that you might have or any reason that you might want to check in about chemistry before the end of the year. Let's go ahead and take a look at first our homepage and then our weekly learning plan. So a few updates on our homepage, perhaps since you might have been here last. 2 that are really important to you. One is the link here to learn more about your segment 2 exam. I'll show you where that leads to. And then please note that if you are somebody who needs an access code from a previous module exam, they are all listed right here on the homepage for you as well. In terms of your segment 2 exam, we looked at this during our last synchronous session. This topic review sheet will give you all of the needed details about your segment 2 exam. So its availability, how much time you should set aside. So remember, like any other exam, you want to make sure that when you're working on the segment 2 exam, it is the only thing that you're focused on during that time. You're going to want to allow approximately an hour per section, or about 2 hours total. It's fine to take more time than that as long as it's the only thing that you're working on. You may need less time than that, but you want to make sure you have that uninterrupted stretch of time. The deadline, the exam weight, again, your exam for segment 2 is worth about 2 times the value of a module exam. So you want to make sure you're putting in your best effort so you can have a good, strong finish to the end of the year. I've included some review strategies. Again, here's access to previous module exams if you need them. And then I also wanted to alert you to this section, which has been updated since we last looked at it in class and since last week. And that is, these are going to be the resources that are available to you on the exam. So you will have access to the periodic table, of course, access to the stoichiometry reference sheet from our Module 5 exam, access to the gas law guide that we had from our Module 6 exam. And I've compiled here a reference sheet from both Module 7 and Module 8 that covers both energy and reactions and solutions. The last thing that's here is the polyatomic ion list that you had access to during segment 1. So all of those things will be available right on the exam itself, so you won't need any other resources aside from yourself and a calculator. And then again, all of the content that's going to be covered on that exam is listed here, so it's going to be cumulative for the semester from Module 5 all the way through Module 8. Let's take a look at the weekly learning plan. So this is going to look familiar. It's the same structure. Again, 3 critical jobs to do this week. Wrap up eligible work, take your segment 2 exam, and share your feedback in our end of course survey. So communication reminders are there, pacing. Again, make sure you're paying attention to those deadlines. And then if we look at your to-do list, you're going to see again those same 3 jobs, your segment 2 exam, end of course survey, finishing up any work, and then the optional drop-in class on Thursday. Office hours will remain the same. And then you will see that for upcoming stuff, it's really just sending you off. I do want to just give you a quick glimpse as to what that survey looks like. It is a Google survey. You're going to have an opportunity to do it once. It will collect your email so that I have a chance to know who provided feedback and that you got a chance to provide feedback. It's going to take you through a series of very short Likert scale questions about your perspective on how things went in various aspects of the course, and then ask you for some open response questions about things that you think went well and things that could be improved. So again, thank you in advance for completing that. All right, so to sum up, here's what you've got going on this week. Wrap up any eligible missing work and make sure you turn that in. Your segment 2 exam, make sure you have it done and completed before the deadline of this Friday, the 28th. The end of the course survey, and an optional drop-in class this Thursday. As always, feel free to reach out for help or to say hello and goodbye. I hope you have an excellent end of your semester, and it's been a true pleasure to work with each of you. Take care, and I hope to see you soon.